Hi everybody, welcome to another Get Ready With Me Q&A. Today we got quite a few questions and I actually want to do like a bit of a decluttering makeup video. Not really doing any hack this time, but I am still going to do last week's hack. So if you haven't seen last week's video, I'll link it up here in the description box below. This eyeshadow palette, this lipstick, and this blusher, I am thinking about decluttering and also one foundation as well. So I am going to use it today and just try it out and see whether I still feel okay about it, because it's been sitting in my cupboard, just sitting there, and I'm not using it. I just put my lip balm. This is that Laneige lip sleeping mask. Let's start with the first question from Yaslinda Yasid. I'm drooling for the LV Brittany. What are your thoughts? I haven't seen it in real life, but through pictures, it looks like a really nice bag. It looks like a bag that can be used for work, going out. I like the fact that it has several compartments, and in the middle, it has a zip compartment, which I think is very good because you can keep your things secure. It reminds me a little bit like the Montaigne bag. I sold my Montaigne bag because I felt like it didn't have enough security. I would prefer it if it was fully zipped or it had more security. But if you're okay with that, I think it's actually a really nice bag. Thinking about decluttering this foundation, this is the Luminous Silk foundation from GRWM. My color is in 4. I actually really like this foundation, except that it is actually really old. I've had this for quite a while and I don't reach for it because I have other foundations, but it's actually really nice. So I just want to see whether I still like it, whether the color suits me. I think it's fine. I haven't had any breakouts or rashes from using really old foundation. I'm talking really old, okay? That on my face. Next question from Magnus Love Fashion. I have paid way too much for some of my pre-loved and owned bags that makes me love them a little bit less. Should I have a guilty conscience? I understand this feeling where you feel like you overpaid for something and it constantly gets stuck in the back of your head like, why did I pay so much? And over time, it kind of builds a little bit like this bitter feeling. It's a hard feeling to crush. So my advice to you is, if you feel like an item is a little bit too much for you to accept, then don't buy it. Moving forward, take your time to consider whether you are actually willing to pay that higher premium. And if you are, and because you love it so much, then forget about the higher price. Because if you constantly feel like you overpaid for it and you feel like, oh, if only I didn't pay so much, then that will eat at you, and in the end you won't love the item, which is exactly what you're feeling. So if you love it enough and that's the price that you are willing to pay, then go for it. Don't bother about the guilty conscience. But if the back of your head it starts to like nag a little bit, then don't do it. Don't need concealer today, but I am going to set my foundation with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fixed. And I did this trick last week and I thought it was pretty good, so let's play with it again with a different foundation. Alright, while that's setting, Clara Zila, can you share in your next Get Ready With Me, how do you replenish your SPF during the day when you are wearing makeup? Oh, this is a good question, and I honestly can tell you I don't replenish my SPF. Once I have my SPF on and then my makeup, throughout the day, I don't touch up my makeup and I don't touch up my SPF. I know you are supposed to touch up your SPF throughout the day. I am kind of curious about those SPF powders where you can just dust on, sort of like a translucent powder that you can put with SPF. I am quite curious about those things, but I haven't tried it out. So yeah, I am quite bad about touching up my SPF. But if any of you know good products that can be, used as a touch-up for SPF, let us know in the comment section. Next is not a question, but it is like a hack, and I'm going to try it out next week. Christy CA8888. One makeup hack that I do regularly is that instead of spraying the setting spray straight onto my face, I would spray it on a big powder puff or a big fluffy brush and then pat it all over my face. This is especially convenient so that I don't spray it into my mascara or irritate my eyes. And I think this is awesome because I just sprayed it on my face and I got it all over my mouth, and I had to close my eyes and got a little bit in my nose. So I think this is an awesome hack, like an awesome way to put setting spray. I will try it next week. Okay, the setting spray is set. Let's go in with powder now. And I'm using this big fluffy brush number 11 from Raffles. It is a really nice big fluffy brush. So I'm just patting my favorite Hummingbird Collections Chatuchak powder. Be beautiful. How did you meet your husband, and do you have any siblings? I think I've talked about this before. I met my husband in the gym. I met him during one of the classes. I went for his class, and I think after the class he came up to talk to me I think so. And he gave me his business card, so it was kind of funny when he was like, "Oh, if you want to have any PT, this is my card." I'm like, okay. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 older brothers who live overseas. Kizzy Lim, I have the exact same eyelashes. Yeah, I was talking about my eyelashes last week, that I have straight eyelashes that goes out like that, can poke you in the face. I've given up on mascara, and you're asking me if I've tried any false mascara. I know Amy recommended some magnetic ones, which I'm considering, but I'm worried that my stubby lashes will poke through like a weird double layer. That is so funny. I have tried false lashes. I have to really curl my eyelashes. I have to put mascara on first and then put the lashes. That's the only way that my lashes don't stick through. So like you said, like a double layer. I am interested to try Amy's magnetic lashes. She did an awesome video on how to put them. I am going to try it, except Sephora has been out of stock of the Demi Wispies for so long, so I'm just waiting for them to come back in stock. Maybe we'll try them together in a get ready with me. Get my eyebrows on, and today I'm using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the color number 4. I've actually had this for a long time. My Dior Show, the one I've been using for most of my get ready with me, that one finished, so I thought I'll finish up this one before I whip out the backup. I really like the color of this, and if you have really thick brows, I think you would like this because the tip is very thick, and it makes for quick work because you don't really need to go many times. If you want to do some precision work, like you want to do it as good as the Dior, I would say this is a bit of a challenge because it's such a big pencil. It's almost like the Tom Ford one. Before I get into the eyeshadow, let's do this one. Dim Dull. Please share your opinions on cosmetic brushes. The bristles, the handles, the shape, the function, the pouches, the cleansing, the portability, the brands. Oh my gosh, that is such a good question. Actually, I should do a video separately on talking about all my makeup brushes because I have so many. This here, which I just washed, are only probably a handful of brushes. I have Hakuhodo, Chikuhodo, I've got It Cosmetics, I've got Real Techniques, Sonia G, Rafa, so many, MAC and all. And you know, you don't really need so many brushes, but I love brushes and I love natural hair brushes. I also do love synthetic brushes. So I guess I'll do a video on maybe like your core set of brushes, the ones that I would recommend for a beginner and those that you don't really need to change a lot. And then I can do like maybe the same video talking about additional brushes, which, you know, could just add a little bit of something to the rest of your makeup application. So yeah, why don't I do that in another video, because one video or a short time in a video is not enough for all my brushes. This Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette is actually a really gorgeous palette. The thing is, it's got all these colors that I actually have not reached for. You know, it's got the pinks, the blues, the orange, the reds, and you know, some glitter. I don't really reach, especially for this set of colors. I usually use the pinks and a bit of the reds and the browns, but this whole side, I haven't reached for it. So I feel like I'm just keeping it just to sit in my cupboard because I don't feel like throwing it away. I'm gonna use this and just see how I feel about it. Yeah, because I'm gonna film another video after this, so I do want an eyeshadow look that looks presentable in another video. Now, the only thing bad about this palette is that it doesn't have like a light colored eyeshadow to leave a bit of a base, so I'm straight away gonna go in with this color right in the middle, which I think it's called Quicksand. It's a bit orangey, and I'm just gonna sweep that all over my eyelid. It's coming out a little bit pink, on my eyelids. And the thing is, it's not really a base color because it's got a bit of shimmer. It's definitely a pop of color. I'm gonna go in with the brown color called Come Get It. And I think I'm just gonna put that mainly on the outer corner right here and then sweep it towards the middle. I should have changed to another brush, but it's okay. Wow, that's a really amber, like Moroccan spice kind of color, isn't it? Okay, so now I want to blend out the edges a little bit. So I'm taking this Isom G34 brush. This is the Michelle Wong brush, and I'm just gonna blend like the sides a little bit just to make sure that it's not so harsh. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite brushes. This is the Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I think I'm gonna lighten out, like maybe put gold in the middle. So I'm gonna go in with this color called Marrakesh right here at the corner. It's like a almost champagne gold with a bit of, it has a little bit of green to it. And I think that would be, yeah, I think that would be nice. Ooh, that's pretty good. Another thing about makeup is just put whatever you want, put on your eyes. Doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, you can just wash it off. Just have some fun with the colors. The only reason I don't put a lot of blues is because I look like I got a bit of a blue black. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Teddy pencil and just line my eyes a little bit. Take a pencil, a really light pencil, and just smudge it out. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and see if I can get away without mascara. Next question from JLo Honey 22. When are you gonna cut your hair again? I like your short hair. Thank you, girl. I am actually keeping my hair long. So I had my hair short, like pixie short, or really short for almost 2 years, almost, yeah. And oh no, actually quite a while, yeah, 1.5 years. I loved it. Okay, I loved the look. It made me look cool. It made me look young and just spunky. But the maintenance was horrendous. I had to go to the hairdresser so often, so I've decided that I had my fun with the short hair. I'll probably not keep it for a very long time. The great thing about having such short hair is that my hair didn't drop so much, but now that my hair is longer, there is hair everywhere. Premium Life, this is a funny one. Why does some setting sprays like the Urban Decay smell like salty old saliva on pillowcases? I laughed when I read this. So I actually did some research because I can't actually smell it. Like, I have a very bad sense of smell. I am very sensitive to certain perfume smells and certain, you know, like rubbish smells. But in most times, my sense of smell is really bad. So I can't actually smell the salty old saliva. But I read, okay, I searched, and apparently setting sprays, the one that sets your makeup, not the one that takes away the powdery look, which is more like a hydration mist. The one that sets your makeup, locks it in. It has a bit of, it contains an ingredient which is made of polymer. And this polymer called PVP, don't quote me on this, okay, because this is just based on some research I did on Google. Basically that polymer, some paper says that it has some mild odor, and maybe that's what you're smelling. It's that polymer. I don't think anything else in the ingredient list stinks, which is probably why some setting sprays have a very strong perfume smell. Maybe it's to mask the salty old saliva smell. Let's do this bronzer today. This is the Marc Jacobs 104 Tantastic Omega Bronzer. Just look at the size of this bronzer. I will never be able to finish this bronzer unless this is the only bronzer that I use for the rest of my life. And I love this packaging, the white packaging, and this wide, large mirror. I can see my whole face. Get my trusty Sonia G fan brush. This is the Sculpt One brush. So nice. And I'm gonna sculpt out this face. This is actually a really good bronzer. The reason I took it out because I am quite interested on getting the Charlotte Tilbury, which apparently is quite similar to this. So I thought I'd just try this out first before I buy that bronzer. But I probably will get that bronzer. I love Charlotte Tilbury. Some of her stuff, well no, actually most of the stuff that I've used from her I have enjoyed. And you know, you can never have enough bronzers. This blush is also up for the chopping board. This is my Illamasqua powder blusher in Naked Rose. And I actually really love this blush. So I might not, I don't know, I might not, it's old, people, it's old. If you love like lavender pink blushes, this is actually a really good one. The color is stunning and it makes your skin look very fresh. The reason I'm thinking about decluttering this is because I think it's been in my collection for like 7 years. A little bit too long, okay, a little bit too long. Let's just take my Suku brush. I know it doesn't match the eyeshadow because this is very pink, but you know, it's more of a decluttering video today. So. As usual, I overdid it. I look like something from the Chinese opera. So taking my trusty Sonia G Face One brush, I'm going to buff it out. All right, next one, Geekstily. How is work and how's your boss? Where is she and your co-workers? So because of this COVID, we're all over the place. It's good. Work is okay. Work is like really busy and all. But yeah, my boss is great. Thank you for asking. And my co-workers are doing okay too. We're all getting used to this work from home situation. Doing so many video conference and calls and all is something to get used to. I'm getting better at it, but before this, it was just sitting on the desk and just working. Indy, what are some other weird bag trends? Oh, this is a good one. I actually honestly don't know. I haven't been following a lot of the bag trends and some weird like large or small or bags with hole trends anymore, because I'm so over it. So if I see a weird trend, I don't even bother digging into it anymore. I rather just look at pretty bags. The weirdest I've seen so far maybe is from LV, some of their later upcoming collections, which have very large prints, is very colorful. I guess that is the weirdest I've seen, but I haven't been really following the bag trends. Maybe all of you know. Maybe you all know. What are some weird bag trends? Comment below. I am actually finished with my makeup, so let's take this clip away. All right, this lipstick. I am actually thinking of decluttering it, but it feels really hydrating for my lips, so I think I'm just gonna use it like a lip balm when I'm at home. Not gonna declutter it, I'm just gonna finish it up. But it's not the color that I am going for nowadays, and obviously it doesn't go with this look, so let's just get rid of it and use another lipstick. I'm not decluttering this, I'm just gonna use it. This is one of my favorite lipsticks, which I think I'm answering the next question. Let's see. From Gaia Lassie, she's asking me, if I could keep one lipstick or one bag forever, which would it be? Actually, this is a very good choice. So this Milk Cosmetics Kush Lip Balm, which has a bit of cannabis oil in it, it's actually a really good lipstick. It's got a very light color, and if I can't keep my Chantecaille Lip Chic, which I love, and that's limited edition, this is actually a good alternative. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this one since I'm using it. It is so hydrating on the lips. Feels amazing, and oh my gosh, I just love this slight tint on the lips. The color is so gorgeous. Forever bag, I think it would be my Chanel camera case. It's a good shape, it's a good size. I can use it from day to night, to going out, to even going for work. I think it's very suitable and very appropriate for a lot of occasions. Yeah, so that could be my forever bag. Last question from Rose Somo 2108. When are you getting your white J12 from Chanel? So I have my J12 watch here, the black one, and I absolutely love this watch. The one that I have is the automatic, and I want to get a special edition white J12. The one that I want would be, you know, unique, sort of like the one with the Coco Chanel, and she's sort of like a Mickey Mouse. I love that. I should have got that. I think when it came out, I wasn't looking at the J12 watch, but if I were to get the white one, it would be a unique version. The one that came out for the 2020 anniversary or the 25-year anniversary this year, it has diamonds, it has a unique face on the watch, but to me, it's not special enough. It's actually also very expensive because it has diamonds. I don't need diamonds in my watch, I just need something different from this. I'm not a person to get exact the same watch. I think that is a little bit too much and a little bit extra because it's not very cheap. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that special J12 in white. Let me just do a quick check on what I'm going to keep. So I think, honestly, I am going to declutter this Luminous Silk Foundation. I guess my skin has changed so much since last time. It is more dry. Aging sucks. And it just, yeah, the foundation doesn't really look so good. I will try it one more time, obviously off camera. Maybe the setting spray and this is not a good mix. It could be because this is a luminous and yet almost matte foundation. I'm going to keep the blush. I think the blush still looks very nice, and you know, blush tends to last for a long time, and it is a very beautiful blush, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the lipstick. I'm not probably going to use it on camera. It's going to be like a lip balm. I'm undecided about this Moroccan Spice palette. What do you all think? I am 50-50. I only like the red tones and that, what color is it? Quicksand and Come and Get It. I like that color. I think it is really nice. But this gold shimmer on my eyes, honestly, it is flaking all over my skin. I've got gold dust like on my cheeks and all, which, you know, I don't really like. Like, I've got it on my upper cheekbone here, around my nose and all. I don't have any highlighter. I've got some, you know, around here, which is emphasizing all my pores and fine lines. So the glitter here is, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. But the eyeshadow color is so easy to use. What do y'all think? Should I declutter it? I hope you enjoyed today's Get Ready With Me. If you have any questions for me, it could be luxury, it could be makeup, it can be skincare, it can be anything, leave it in the comment section down below or drop me a question on my Instagram. I do this kind of Get Ready With Me chit chat video, hack video every weekend, and it's just a fun video, right? Anyway, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell as well. Everybody, please take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!